Africa is a continent rich with opportunity. And when business and communities come together, its astonishing potential begins to be felt. With the Millennium Development Goals steering these partnerships, Africa's future is being rewritten with innovation, foresight, and inclusivity. Crossing the length and breadth of the continent, our journalists uncover these stories and share them with the world. Join us now for remarkable stories of partnerships across Africa, building the future and changing lives. It's Africa's time.
The World Health Organization and UNICEF estimate that diarrhea and other waterborne illnesses kill 1,600 children worldwide every day. Polluted water sources are at the center of the problem. And for more than 50% of people living in the Kisumu region of Western Kenya who rely on surface water to survive, access to clean drinking water is literally a case of life and death. We've come to Kisumu to explore the impact of safe drinking water on children and women's lives in communities living along the shores of Lake Victoria, the biggest lake in Africa, and to see how local NGOs are partnering to effect remarkable change.
This is Lake Victoria, and as you've seen, it's a source of livelihood for so many people. There are fishermen, people fetch water here, people use this water for bathing, people use it for several things. And we share it with different countries. Uganda is in that side, Tanzania is the other side.
But the point is, you can't drink the water.
True, you can't drink the water. It's contaminated. It's contaminated with the wastewater, it's contaminated with stormwater, it's contaminated with human activity. So it has to be treated before you drink it. I'm Job Wasonga. I work for CARE International in Kenya. I'm the project manager for Safe Water System. In this region, the sanitation coverage is very, very low. So it means that people go defecating in the open areas. When rains come, it washes the waste into the water sources. And as you've seen, we have ponds. Ponds are not moving water, so they're just there. So all these waste, they move into the ponds or the water sources, and they get contaminated. It's illness waiting to happen, but luckily we promote point-of-use water treatment. We work with P&G, and one of the products that we promote from P&G is P&G Purifier of Water.
It's an amazing technology that was developed by a laundry scientist at P&G. And what this technology does, it purifies and cleans previously turbid water. We knew we needed to partner with different governments, with different NGOs and associations to be able to get it out there. So what we do is we provide it at not-for-profit to these NGOs who are then on the ground in the various countries. So we have this product available with over 120 partners in 75 countries across the globe.
My name is Boniface Otieno. I come from Bondo Sub-County in a place called Gobey. I have a father and a mother, one brother and one sister. My school is called Gobey Primary School. I am in standard 7. I like playing soccer. I am a drama member. Also, I love reading novels. I'm the chairperson of the health club members. As Gobey pupils, we sat down and we saw that it is best that we should form a group that we will help our parents and people to be in good health and to be very strong without any disease. We have 5 pails. We go with them to the water pond. We collect water, then we come back.
You really need
water for everything that you do. Clothes, cleaning yourself, cooking, doing that, washing hands and every other thing. Not just any water. Clean water, clean, safe water is the most important thing in one's life. My name is Margaret Leso. I work for Care International in Kenya, Safe Water System Project. My work is very exciting. I work with schools, health facilities, and even the larger community. So in schools, I train teachers. The teachers are trained on safe water system, the components of safe water system, and hygiene. And then we give them materials. So then when they go back to the school, they're able to train the children, form the health club. Then in the health club, the children choose their leaders. And then they train themselves, then train the rest of the children within the school, and then they transfer that information back to their households.
When you want to treat water, you use 1 sachet of P&G water purifier to treat 10 liters of water. Before you treat water, you look at the expiry date. When it is not expired, you'll shake it so that the chemical can settle at the bottom. After that, you'll cut it, then you pour the chemical into the pond water. After that, you'll stir it for 5 minutes. You leave it to settle for 5 minutes. After that, you'll filter, then you leave it to rest for 20 minutes so that it can be ready to be drunk. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
So this dirty water.
Dirty water, it looks just like juice.
No, don't drink it, don't drink it. I'll give you the safe water for drinking, the safe one.
This is a sachet which contains calcium hypochlorite and iron sulfate. So it has a double effect when you use it to treat water. The calcium hypochlorite kills the microorganism, while the iron sulfate coagulates the suspended matter in this water to make it clearer.
There's something about young people, when they get something and they run with it, they can transform the world.
Young people or the children are purveyors of change. But it has been amazing. The health club members chose Boniface Otieno to be their chairperson in that club. And when we came to see how they have formed the group and who is their leader, we found Boniface, a young boy of 13, chosen to be the leader of Health Club of Gobey. And it was really nice seeing Boniface, how he carries out, how he tells the rest, how his leadership is. You know, he puts them together, they talk about health issues. He's a small little one, but then his leadership skills has made him to, you know, be like the big one amongst his peers. So let's use what we have, then we start small and grow. And then we get more money and go into another project. Is that right? Yes. Yeah, but it is you agreeing amongst yourself what you are able to do. Hand washing or hand hygiene, it's one of the components that are taught in the school. So there's a container just next to the pit latrine for the girls and for the boys. And they're trained on the hand washing steps. And what is amazing that most of them know there's a song that they sing as they go to wash their hands. Wet, wet, wet your hands, lather hands with soap. And there's these actions. Wet, wet, wet your hands, lather hands with soap. Rubbing, soap.
Rubbing, 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 and air dry.
At school, we also give them P&G purifier of water that we call home takeaway, so that each child is given like 4 sachets or 5, and then to carry back home, so that when she or he is talking about water treatment at home, then she or he is able to demonstrate to the family members, the siblings, the parents, how to treat water using P&G purifier of water.
What do you want to do when you're big?
like to be an agricultural man.
An agricultural man?
Yes.
Yeah? You can teach people how to clean the water.
Yes.
So where's your house? Is it down there?
Yes. Ma, this is Lisa. And Lisa, this is my mom's name.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, let's go in.
Let's go inside.
When the P&G purified water was not there, we had a huge number of absenteeism. Nowadays, we don't miss our studies because we treat the water, we drink it. Now we don't miss our subjects. The beginning of this year, I diarrhea, vomited, and also had a stomachache. I felt sick every time. I've noticed that at first we didn't have good hygiene, but now you can even see my mom because he's very healthy and he's very happy today. I have a dog, his name is called Carlotta. I always give her food once in a day. He's a very good dog. I give him treated water. I look after her so that it can be healthy.
My name is Maria Keating. I'm the country director for UNDP here in Kenya. Health is one of the really big issues still here in Kenya. We all need as much energy as we can to make sure that the Millennium Development Goals are fully implemented. And we have a 2030 vision where all citizens will become middle income by the year 2030. But of course, safe drinking water will play a key role in that and in the country's development and the citizens' well-being.
We're very excited to be celebrating our 8 billionth litre since we began the program, which is also celebrating 10 years. So it's a double sort of milestone. So this is an amazing accomplishment, and we feel very honored to be able to be part of this.
Safe water system uses 3 components to reach the community. One is through schools. The second component is through the clinics to reach also households and also children, mothers with children under 5 years of age, and even pregnant mothers. So we use the clinic component to reach this segment of the population, and we also use the clinic model to get in touch with the community health volunteers like George, who now go to the communities to teach people to treat water and to teach people about hygiene and to teach people about good sanitation. Water is life. It's everything. Because without water, we are not people. We'll be extinct. So it's a very important resource that without, as human beings, then we have no place in the world.
This is Kisumu in Western Kenya on the shores of Lake Victoria. It's Africa's time has come to explore the impact of safe drinking water on people's lives. A unique purifying sachet developed by Procter & Gamble is being used to great effect at local schools and homes, encouraging kids to become agents of change. Now we venture further, exploring the impact of the sachets on women's lives in the region. I'm on my way to a local NGO that's partnering with Procter & Gamble using the purifying sachets as part of their strategy to encourage entrepreneurship and wellness amongst local women and to help make their dreams of a better life a reality.
Thank you.
Welcome to SWAP.
Nice to meet you.
I had such a cool drive. My name is Ali Eleveld. I come from the Netherlands, and I always wanted to go to Africa. I managed to realize my dream after becoming a nurse and specializing in public health and tropical medicine. When I came to Kenya 10 years ago, we started SWAP. SWAP is Safe Water and AIDS Project. When we came here, we realized that the water people are drinking is very much contaminated, and especially for people living with HIV, because they are immunosuppressed, they need clean and safe water. And they need to wash their hands and they need to take care of their health to live positively and live a longer life. It's kind of an amazing project because most of those women in the past, they were shunned because they were widows, they were living with HIV, but now they've become useful members of society.
Hello, Rose. Hi.
Hello, Lisa.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
It's lovely to meet you. Is this your garden?
Yes, this is my garden.
What are you growing?
I grow cassava, I grow maize, I grow roselle, I grow bananas, I grow French beans.
And this is what's for supper?
Yes. My name is Rosa Diambu Machowe. I'm 44 years old. I have 2 children, Jack and Stacy. I'm living positively with the HIV virus. It is now 10 years, but I know how to take care of the virus. I was the firstborn in our family. I learned in Nairobi how to make dresses. So when I left Nairobi in 1998, I came back home. I started working home. Then that year, before it ends, I got married. So I left my parents and joined a new family. I could not cope up with the tailoring work because most of the people around this area, they get their things in town. So I decided to volunteer to be a peer educator to the youths. When I went for the first seminar of HIV awareness, after the seminar, I went to know my status. I realized that the results came out I'm HIV positive.
Rose is really an amazing woman. We are very proud of her, and she is a community health promoter. She is a member of a support group, and it's a group of people all living with HIV. And they've all decided to come together, share their experiences, and go public about their status. They wanted to reduce stigma, and they want to offer a service to the community.
We have group therapy. We normally sing together when we are seated as a group, and we normally talk about adherence. We can talk about nutrition. In a group, there are some members who are having challenges, and those challenges, when they share, they get the solution. When we are together, we are like children, and we feel happy because we are the same. Adori, I've been empowered in various skills, so I can really help those people.
Rose is a teacher, but of course when she declared her status in the beginning also there were issues at the school and people were not sure if she would touch the children, if the children would get infected, because in the beginning people didn't know much about HIV. But Rose was able herself to come out and educate others and bring others together, and then people saw that she wasn't dying and she was living and she was getting stronger and she was helping others. So people became encouraged also to declare their status and to walk hand in hand with Rose. We've trained community health promoters, widows, people living with HIV to sell from door to door while they educate women on health issues. So one of those products is a purifier, water treatment, which they promote and sell. Rose is just one example. We have like about 200 women we are working with in different sites, and it's very powerful because many of these communities they otherwise get no education and they cannot access these products. They are recognized by the leaders, they are invited on the meetings to promote their health products, and they make an income, so they have access to savings, and it has really improved their lives and improved their health because they know everything about public health and how to prevent illness.
There's economic empowerment because we have these sachets which people sell. So we have different groups of people who come to us and they sell them at their shops. They go around and educating people. So these people make a living from selling our sachets and the other products. So in Kenya, we partner with CARE, the SWAP, which is Safe Water and AIDS Project, that we partner with, among many other partners that we've been able to distribute the water sachets through.
I think if you look at our company, innovation is really lifeblood what we do. So one part of the innovation is for sure the technology that we can develop, but the other one is the process innovation and how do you actually make sure that the product is available. So that's why also the supply chain innovation is very, very important, and working with our partners to make the product available across the world, across Africa, wherever there is a need. We are finding such a wonderful people around that are working with us on these issues. And some of them, they see that as their business opportunity as well, small little businesses that are being created. And that's how the program works.
I believe in the strength of a woman. This is a sustainable model which can be scalable and can be done all over Africa.
When we met Rose a couple of years ago through the program, so she was living positively and you're sort of quite discouraged about life. But then now she has a lease of life that you'll just see it radiating from her. She's such an example to her society. She's an encouragement to all of us.
Hello, Rose.
Hello, Liz. How are you?
I'm fine. How's
Long
business?
time.
How's business?
Business is doing well. Just see my kiosk. It is full. I'm really selling.
But it's really cool what you do because you're able to make a living, but you're also able to help people.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about that, how you feel about it being a win-win.
I really feel happy inside my heart. I really feel encouraged because I try to change the life of other people. I'm trying, like now it is raining. I'm really trying to sell the purifier.
So if it's raining, what's the problem?
When it is raining, the river water is very dirty. And when the river water is very dirty, when you use purifier, it becomes clean and very sweet. So to those people who are living along the river and using the river water, I encourage them to use the purifier.
But have you noticed a real difference from people who've bought the purifier?
Yes, I had noticed the difference.
Is that what you always wanted to be, a helper?
That is what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see that in you, huh?
Yes.
Many of us know the well-known proverb, in Africa, women hold up half the sky. In fact, I think they hold up more than half the sky. Women are absolutely the backbone, and 80% of the workforce in this area are women. I'd say there is a lot of truth here in Kenya in Coleridge's proverb, water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. And of course, Lake Victoria is the epitome of that, where you have such a huge volume of water, but it's so polluted.
Water is life, and it's an important part of everybody's life. So we really encourage everybody, no matter what status, treat your water.
Water is so important for everything we do. I mean, our body is, composition of water, and I think it is such a vital element in our lives. And without it, there is no life. Our aim is by 2020 to save one life every hour with our purification program. So it is a big task, but we believe it's achievable, and it is very meaningful for us as we want to touch and improve people's life.
My dreams, I want to go back and do community development. In August, I managed to do trauma counseling. So after doing the trauma counseling, I said, this thing, I can really do it. When I'm drinking treated water, I know my life will continue and continue, and I have hope for my life and the life of other people in the community.